All right, man. We are back with another video, man. Um, Today is Tuesday, September 22nd. I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. I'm gonna go over our trades for today. But before I start the video off, man, I just want to say God is good, man. Today is a good day for me because today I got the chance to meet one of my mentor traders at Target while I was at work today. Her name is Leah. I'll pull up her Instagram real quick just so you guys can check her page out. So this is her Instagram page, Leah Andrea. Oh, my phone is so cracked. But anyway, it's Leah underscore Andrea. One of my mentor traders. Y'all know I'm just now moving from Alabama to Atlanta, and it was a real big leap of faith for me. And I lost everything. I was funded over 250K, and I'll go into my actual story a little bit later on in my journey. I really just want to focus on getting these videos out and making sure I'm staying on task. But I really just want to start off the video by saying God is good, and He is always gonna let you know when you are on the right track. It's been such a leap of faith jumping out to Atlanta from Montgomery, Alabama without no plan. And the fact that I saw one of my mentor traders, like maybe my second week here, shopping at Target while I'm at work is really, really inspirational for me and it's real motivating. So, Leah, if you're watching this video, it was cool as fuck to meet you. And I'm going to see you at the top soon. A real big motivation of mine. But enough rambling on that topic. Let's go ahead and get into our trade for today. So, today was a really, really interesting day on the Nasdaq. And we're going to start off the trade by just looking at my pre-market analysis. So it's Tuesday, October 22nd. Let me come back. Let me remove all of these drawings real quick so we can look at the daily. So the daily on today coming into the chart was a bullish doji, right? So in my mind, I'm looking at the overall trend in the market. We can see that it's from right here. So right here, it is in an uptrend, right? So in my mind, I'm making a bullish bias for today. But being that it's a doji, I'm still being kind of very, very observant on what's going on in the market. I'm just not committing 100% to my bias. I want to be observant, right? So that's what I saw on the daily chart. If we go down to the 4-hour chart, we can see that we also still, right here we see price came down and swept liquidity, but we still got support off of this level right here. We got more support off of this level right here. Price kind of started to resist in this level. What time is this? This is 2 o'clock p.m. on Monday. So let me fast forward to, okay, what time is this? 10 o'clock. Let me go back one. Okay, so we can see on the 4-hour that we had our resistance right here. We had our resistance right here, and I made this a resistance level because of this wick. I didn't want to put them all the way down here. I wanted to use the highest candle, the highest form of liquidity in that range as a level of resistance. And up here, we also have a level of resistance. So that's why I marked up. It really wasn't a clear trend on the 4-hour, but I used my daily to come up with my bullish bias. But for the most part, it wasn't nothing to really point out on any of the hourly trends or daily major trends except for a range and consolidation. So going down to the hour chart, we can see it again. And let me back up because that's the actual trade that played out. So this is at 8 o'clock. All right, so coming into it, we can see that we got an hour supply right here, 4-hour level resistance. And we only thing that I added on this part really was the hourly resistance level in this area, okay? So we go down to the 30-minute. We can see right here at 8:30, we can see that we are rejecting off of this 4-hour liquidity support at this level. Like I said, still nothing too crazy. And at 9 o'clock, we can see that this level of a 4-hour liquidity support is still holding up. So we go down to the 15-minute. At this point, that's 9:15. We can still see this level holding up. We can see at 9:15, we wound up sweeping London's lows. So going into the 9:30 opening, I'm already seeing some of my criteria lining up. So let's go on to the 5 minute and get right into the trade for the most part, okay? So on the 5 minute right here, because I like to have my markups done around 9 o'clock. That's why I start off really showing at 9 o'clock, because that's right when the New York session begins. Okay, so we got London's lows right here. We got London's highs. And at that point, I'm seeing where we at. We in between yesterday's lows and we're in between yesterday's high. So I'm looking for a sweep on liquidity on either London's lows, London's highs, one of my liquidity pools, liquidity resistance, or support on the hourly levels, or yesterday's high right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the trade, man. We already know with my trading system, the only things that I'm looking for are a number one, run or sweep on liquidity. Okay, so let's go over that. This is 9 o'clock, right? This is 9 o'clock. This is London's lows. London's lows have been swept already right here at this 9 o'clock candle, right? And what I want to do is just play this a little bit so y'all can see. Okay. These lows have been ran or swept at this point at 9:05, okay? If we pay attention now, this is all pre-opening, right? 9:10, 9:15. So at 9:10, this will count as a liquidity sweep because we came down, we grabbed this sell side liquidity from London's lows. We tested a 4-hour liquidity support and we held right there. So keep in mind that I am bullish and that we're holding at a support level, which is giving me more confluence to start committing to a more bullish positions for the day. Okay, so 9:30 we go ahead and open. This is 9:25. This is 9:30. Okay, so at 9:30, once I see this opening candle, it's a huge wick, right? I see that we're in between a 4-hour liquidity support, and we also are in between this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. Okay. So I'm going down to the 3 minute. I'm trying to see what's going on. This is at 9:33. Remember in one of my breakdowns a few weeks ago, I was talking about being a little bit flexible and not being too rigid in your rules. Today was one of those days where I had to be flexible with my rules because of what the opportunity that was presented by the market, not because of what I wanted to make financially. There's clear opportunity in the market that allowed me to be flexible with my rules today. And what we can see is on the 3 minute even clearer, we have the liquidity sweep on London lows, one criteria check, right? We also got a break and retest on an hourly key level with this strong rejection wick right here. And that's one of my favorite confluences that's not listed right here in this list. We got a strong rejection wick right here, one of my favorite, testing this level, right? And then we got a market structure shift to the upside from this candle. It's 9:33, okay? Going back to the 5-minute chart, this is what I saw at 9:30. I went to the 3 minute and I got a clearer interpretation or a clearer perspective of what was going on. So from that point, I'm sorry. All right. So from that point at 9:33, I can see that we inverse this 5-minute fair value gap. Not 100% completely yet, but we're trying to inverse this 5-minute fair value gap because this 4-hour liquidity support is holding, okay? So at this point, I'm looking like, all right, being that I got all three of my criteria, it's still early in the market. And today we also had news. We also had news at 10 o'clock. We had news at 10 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, being that we got news at 10 o'clock, it's either one or two things going to happen. The market is going to slow down and not give me no motion or no moves or no volatility before 10 o'clock, or I'm going to see an opportunity and take it, and the move is going to come right before 10 o'clock, and I'm going to hold it. And that's the route that I chose to take today. I was like, I'm working on, if my system is there, if it's between 9:35, if everything is looking right, just take the trade. Because I used to not trade until after news, and some days I would still trade like that. But this was just too clean and too clear, and it was a pro buy. Like my bias for today was bullish, so it was just like, all right, this is something that we can risk on appropriately. Okay, I have my stop loss below this low. I wanted to do like a 20 pip stop loss. I said, okay, break of this candle, I'm going to get in. I didn't want to get in right at this play action right here because it was still a little bit early. So I wanted to wait for a better entry or a more confident entry. And I got it right there. So 3 minutes, we broke above this level. I got in and my trade went for a 1 to 2 immediately from 9:33 to 9:45. I was in and out of the market within only a few minutes. But if we take I had my trade for a 1 and 2, and I think I took out 4 contracts once I hit 1 and 2, and I held until we got to this level. Price wound up coming back down a little bit, and it hit one of my trailing stop losses. So I got out of this move right at 1 and 2. But man, if you would have held this move, this trade went crazy. This trade went crazy, and as we can see, it went for well over a 1 to 3, and it actually winded up going for a 1 to 4 before reaching that hourly supply and then going to reject. So we can see that this was a beautiful move, and I'm also seeing that. Let me just keep that right there so we won't even get too lost in the sauce. But this was my move today. We can see that this strategy, this system, it works. It works so well. And I think the trade was very, very clear. So I'm going to go ahead and just get into the psychology part of it. But before I do, I'm just going to run through it one more time. Right? Okay, so just run through it one more time, just so we can make sure we got a good understanding, okay? Criteria number 1, run or sweep on liquidity. We got that. Right here is London's lows. We swept London's lows at 909, and we reversed right off of this support level, right? This hourly support level, okay? 933 through 936, we come down, we retest this level again. We reject it with a strong rejection wick. We come grab that liquidity once more, okay? At what time is this? 9:33, we get our market structure shift to the upside because London was bearish. So it was a New York reversal setup. So we got our market structure shift to the upside. We got our break and retest. So our number 3 was really clear. We got our break and retest at 9:30, but even more confirmation was that we winded up inversing this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. All right, so once I saw that we inversed this 5-minute bullish fair value gap, I'm like, on a 3-minute chart, I'm like, all right, I'm entering this trade. So that really was my break and retest. Boom, 1 and 2 hit. If you really wanted to hold, my 1 and 3 target was hit. If you really wanted to hold, the 1 to 4 target was hit. And that's the gist of this trade. I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit short since my previous ones have been longer. Where are we at so far? 13 minutes. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into my psychology for today. Jump into the psychology. The orange box. The holy grail, right? So it's really small because today was good. So let's get into it. Today was a great day, a flawless day executing. I did an awesome job being patient and waiting on the highest quality setup to present itself. And I also did an immaculate job risking appropriately and making quick, timely, performance-based decisions based on what the market was presenting to me. Like I said, today, I'm proud of myself because I really feel like I made decisions based on price action and what the markets were presenting to me. I don't feel like I made any decisions trying to chase financial gain, and that's why I'm proud of myself today, okay? We did a great job making decisions based on the market conditions and just not letting fear restrict us from taking advantage of good opportunities. Like I said, I usually don't like to trade until 9:40 or 9:45, and I also don't like to trade until after news is usually played out. But today, I just saw my setup working so well, and I have been back testing and just paper trading, so I've kind of been detached from the outcome of the trades. So I've been fearless, and the fact that I was able to show my fearlessness today and just execute without any hesitation is also something that I'm proud of. Even though I would have liked to trade afternoons and at my time, I was flexible today and I was rewarded for my flexibility, right? Okay. We weren't scared to be flexible and bend our rules today within reason and within professionalism and within their appropriate risk management. And overall, a flawless A+ day that I haven't had in a minute. I'm so proud of myself today. Took an excellent trade right before news at 10 o'clock and executed perfectly. So today is just a really, really simple day, man. I'm just really, really glad that my strategy is starting to work. Like I said, I met one of my mentor traders at work today, Leah, and God has just been really showing me that I'm on the right track. I just got to keep on moving in this path, and I'll be back where I was in no time, and everything will just pay off and start making sense. So if you're a trader on your journey and you feeling like it's a certain move you need to make or a certain decision you need to make so that you can perform better on the charts and just in your day-to-day life, make the decision, take the leap of faith, because I did it, and it hasn't paid off yet, but I can just feel the progress stacking. I can feel the momentum stacking, and I can feel me just compounding these days. So, man, get your back testing in, show up to the charts, get your paper trading in, get your live forward testing in, and, like, man, let's just continue to get better. I'm showing up to the market tomorrow as well. We're going to have another breakdown video. And we just, like I said, we falling in love with the grind, and we falling in love with the consistency. As I look at this trade, I'm just like, damn, this trade is so beautiful. Also, before I get off, I want to speak on me not being greedy, because all of my trades that I've been calling out have been for the most part going for 1 to 3s. Some of them 1 to 4s, but most of them have been going for 1 to 3s. But I have been really, really content taking these 1 to 2s, because I guess I'm at the point now where it's like I already know I'm not going to catch the whole move. I'd rather play it safe and secure some profits and stack up these profits than continue to try and hold. And then one day I'm making 1,000 or 2,000 in one day, and I expect that every day. So it's just all about what you can be consistent with. And I've been consistent with my videos. I've been consistent with my 1 to 2s. Sometimes my 1 to 3. I've been consistent with my criteria. So that's all we can ask for, man. And like I said, we're going to work on all the small intangible stuff with these breakdowns, man. It's just not all technicals. It's some of the intangible psychology as well. That's why we're covering it. But I'm going to stop yapping, man. I tried to make the video a little bit shorter, so like 17 minutes. Not really, but I'll be back tomorrow with another trade breakdown, another video, and let's continue to get better, man. 6 range, y'all already know.